Hey everybody, what's really good? I'm gonna start this show like we're supposed to start it. I'm all over the place today. I'm gonna tell you in a minute why.
HBCU, stand up. Like Jefferson. Let's go. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Either from the SWAC or the MEAC. Come on. The CIAA. Or the CIAC. HBCU is where the beat we compete, but we're family. They're from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the CIAC. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better. You can be from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the CIAC. At the end of the day, we got your back because we're family. We're family. From the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the CIAC. It don't matter where you're coming from, because we are still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Come on.
Okay, let's try this again. Hey everybody, welcome to another show. I'm Anthony Brown, your host for the day for the HBCU Alumni House Party. Man, let me tell you what going on today. So first of all, we are raising up and we are lifting up and we are acknowledging Norfolk State University and the University of the District of Columbia. No stranger institutions of ours again, but we're so glad that they are here. I got two great representatives today. I got to get my life right because you know what happened? You know how sometimes you just lay down and you don't mean to close your eyes and it happened. And next thing you know, I get a phone call at 8:30 like about, where you at? Like, OMG, let me hurry up and get here. So I'm so glad I got friends who look out for you. You know, it was that kind of day. But we made it. We're here. We're excited about being here. Hey, hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that like button. Hit that share. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let somebody know that we're on. And we got Phomika Murphy from the University of District of Columbia, and we got Dr. DuPree Chase. I want to make sure I got that right. Yes, from Norfolk State University. Here to talk about their great schools. I'm going to talk a little bit more about who they are and what they do in just a moment. But before we do that, I'm rushing. Slow down, Anthony. Catch your breath. Did you know? Let me say thank you, first of all, for everybody. Since February 1st, you all have helped us raise $14,855. $14,855. Here are the top 10 schools. We've raised money for 14 HBCUs so far. And here are the top 10. I see Cheney University and Benedict College are tied at 10th place. But I know I'm just waiting for that institution that's going to come here and just knock it out the park. And knock it out the park like some schools did last year, and they stayed in the top 10 the entire duration. Again, last year you helped us raise over $138,000 for HBCUs. So we want to make sure we're doing the same thing this year. Now, though we have Norfolk State University and UDC today, if you did not know, let me remind you of other schools coming up for the month of March. So next week, to end off March, we got Bowie State University and Coppin State University for next week for March. And then we go into our April schools. And so I just wanted to kind of let you know, if you know anybody from Bowie State and Coppin State, we need them to show up and show out and do all that great stuff. Again, we are in this group called the HBCU Alumni United group with 86,000 alumni members strong. I need an alumni takeover. So for UDC and Norfolk, take over the group this week. Post everything. Flood the timeline with everything about your school. Let me shout out to all of our replayers, what we call our tardy to the party folks. How you doing? As long as you were here before the 29th of March, you can still make an impact. You can still make a donation to our campaign. To all my podcast listeners, how you doing as well? If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple or all the other stations, what's up to you? Again, you can find a description to the links to the donations, to the links in the description. So you want to make a donation to the two schools, go into the description and you'll find the links to those two schools right there. Now, it is Women's History Month. And again, Black History is 365. It's not regular just to the month of February. So I got a special treat. A friend of mine did this Black History / Women's History video to uplift and support some famous or some notable African Americans and women. So I want to be able to take a moment for you all to see this, share this as our tribute to both Black history and women's history. And after that, we're going to go right into talking to our first guest, Dr. DuPree Chase, from a graduate of Norfolk State University, 1994. Mass communications major graduate who is now the superintendent of schools in a small city in New York. So we're gonna go talk to her right after we look at this: the Black, the beautiful, the gifted. Here we go. Let's go check this out.
Gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside. Gonna study no more. Someone asked me, what does history sound like? I said history sounds like 9 months, like birth of a new life, like a calm whisper over a cradle, sweet melody over a tight beat. It doesn't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing. History sounds like Ella, like jazz, even when we're beaten, black and bruised, backs bent back, barely breathing. History still somehow sounds like the blues. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home, a long way from home. History sounds like Harlem, like Duke, like Marcus, W.E.B. Du Bois, Langston, Mamie Smith, like survival, like the hums, bongos, like clicking of a railroad track. It sounds like old Negro spirituals. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Celebration in safe houses, it sounds like Harriet underground maps to Freedom Land, where freedom ain't so free. Sounds like 1913 and everything in between. The beats of women marching like the banging of a glass ceiling. We walk with shards on our knuckles and in between our fists. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to Freedom Land. Keep your glass slipper, a woman not supposed to do no heavy lifting. We belong in the kitchen, in the house, in the Senate, in the Oval Office. History sounds a lot like Shirley, like Michelle, and now Kamala, unbossed and unbought. Sometimes history is a silent moving powerhouse. Sounds a lot like the clipping of Jim Crow's wings. History sounds like Dr. Martin Luther King, like Booker T. Washington. History sounds like unsung heroes we didn't hear much about. She sounds like Johnson, Vaughn, and Jackson. Black women being out of this world and staying behind chalkboards. These figures are still undercalculated. Sometimes we forget that we are history. Days we wake up and don't hear the history within us. Days where little black girls and boys forget to listen to the magic pumping through their veins. History sounds a lot like you. The beautiful, the black, the gifted. 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 You.
Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? HBCU better than yours. HBCU better than yours.
Hey, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that quick little tribute to both Black History and Women's History Month. I want to thank my friend Christina Johnson, who's an actress here in Cleveland, Ohio, who kind of put that together for us for church. And I was like, hey, can I show this? She's like, please do. All right, so now, first up, we have Dr. Tahira DuPree Chase. She is a 1994 graduate of Norfolk State University. She was a mass communications major. She went on to get her Master of Arts from the City College of New York, Master of Science from Mercy College, and her doctorate in education from St. John Fisher College. Yes. She is now the superintendent of schools. She's a textbook author, and she's the vice president of the New York Metro Alumni Chapter of Norfolk State University. She's a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, the Links, the National Alliance of Black School Educators, the the Urban School Administrators LLC, the New York State Council of School Superintendents, the American Association of School Administration, and the International Leaders of Education. Woo! I'm so glad that she's here. I'm glad I'm here. Y'all show some love, make some noise right now for Dr. Chase. Woo! How you doing, Doc?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Woo! I guess I can say I'm rested. Woo! Okay, so I'm so glad you're here, and we're not gonna hold you too much longer. Look, you've been waiting, like y'all. I'm waiting for this man where he at. Nonetheless, I'm glad you're here. Well, first of all, kudos to you, because I only can imagine that this has been not an easy ship to navigate in this pandemic for a school district to try to maintain the safety of not only your scholars, but for your faculty, your staff, for your parents. How are you doing it? How are you managing? Let's talk about that real quick.
We're managing. I have a fantastic staff, great group of parents, and amazing students. And having all of that with me, we're managing. It's not easy. I'll be the first one to tell you, we are living in an unprecedented time. No one have ever thought that this would happen in a school setting. But you know what? We're managing. The students are learning. We've learned a lot about ourselves and each other. We learned that as we begin to reopen, that we're going to build back better because we've learned so many different lessons. And I'm just very proud to lead the Greenburgh Central School District during this pandemic.
Awesome. So let me do a quick mental health check-in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I think that is so important with our young people, especially because social emotional learning is so real. And just being able to make sure our students are healthy. And so often, like, we want to go straight into talking academics. That's important, but sometimes we got to do that check-in because students are dealing with a lot.
Yes, sir. So I understand that students are dealing with trauma. I serve a population of students who were disproportionately impacted by the pandemic. And so I'm even more conscious of what students have experienced: grief, loss, trauma. And I understand that when they come back to school, we're going to have to deal with the trauma. We're going to have to deal with the grief. We're going to have to deal with the social emotional aspect before we can get to the academics. You will not get to the academics until our children are healthy, mind, body, and soul. That also goes for the teachers. We're doing a lot of work in our school district to address the needs of our teachers. You can't expect for teachers to provide for students if their social emotional well-being is not cared for. We've dedicated Fridays to Wellness Fridays in our school district. We used to have Wellness Wednesday and Feel Good Friday. And that's designed for our teachers to address their social emotional needs. We realize that teachers are dealing with vicarious trauma, their own stresses. They can't bring that into the classroom. There's so many needs that we have before we can get to the academics.
Wow. Oh, listen, and I'll be honest with you, I think that's what got me there, because I work in the school system here in Cleveland, Ohio. And
all right.
I was just, today I was like, I just couldn't do it. I'm like, I got to try this again. And sometimes you just got to hit that reset button. So yes.
And I can't expect for you as an educator to work from an empty cup. I have to fill your cup.
Come on! Come on, you preaching.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Doc. I'm sorry, this is not even what we talk. We want to talk about. But listen,
That's okay.
Imagine that Norfolk provides you with the foundation to get you where you are today to do this.
That's where I was going to go. Had it not been for Norfolk State to give me the sense of pride, the sense of being empathetic to others, sympathetic to others, working with the most underrepresented population of people, that came from my experience at Norfolk State. And that's why I'm able to do the work that I do. I've worked with some fantastic professors, fantastic counselors, fantastic individuals, Norfolk State, my group of friends, my lifelong friends. You know, we help each other, we support each other. And it was that foundation from Norfolk State University that gave me the inspiration to want to help others, because people helped me. And I realized from Norfolk State that as you continue to climb that ladder, you need to reach down and pull two others up with you.
Come on. As I'm going up, I'm somebody coming with me.
I'm supposed to bring folk along with me. And that's the foundation that I obtained from being a Norfolk State Spartan, and I would not have traded that for the world.
Hey, so let's talk about real quick. How did you get to Norfolk State? I mean, how did you even hear about the school when you were a high school senior? What was in your mind?
So when I was a high school senior, I had a very negative experience with my guidance counselor, who told me that I probably would not be a fit for college. I should consider a different route. That was my first experience. And you know what? Had I been weak, I would have believed that, right? So I did not pursue a different route. I learned about HBCUs and I said, well, let me give this a try. And you know what? Norfolk State embraced me. Norfolk State embraced students who were just like me, who may have been told otherwise do something else, or students who may not have had the best academic record in school. And what Norfolk State did was pull the best out of each and every one of us. If they did not pull the best out of me, I wouldn't be sitting before you as Dr. Tahira DuPree Chase. I owe it all to my alma mater for instilling that sense of pride, fostering a sense of reaching your goals, being the best that you can be, the best version of yourself. And they continue to do that with students today. I experienced that in the 1990s. I can only imagine that they have gotten that much better. I see what students are doing.
Ooh, I'm sitting here getting the chills just hearing you just talk, baby. Come on. I'm here for all the feels today. I'm here for now. Not only are you able to steer the ship of a school district, you are also working with your alumni association in New York and part of the National Alumni Association. Now, what has that been like for you all in this space?
Well, you know what? Under the leadership of our president, Ms. Tanya Giddens, who is absolutely fabulous and a forward thinker, we're able to still, in our own way, host virtual fundraisers. We're still committed to the cause of helping our alma mater. We're still working very diligently. In fact, we're still planning on different ways in which we can help with scholarship funds and how we can also give back to the community, even in this virtual space. So we're all doing the best that we can, but we're staying true to the mission of our alumni. And I thank our president for her diligence and for her leadership in that regard.
Awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen the campus of Norfolk State or
fabulous.
You gotta go. I look forward to one day and be able to get out of this pandemic and be able to come and actually do some tours and visit and all that wonderful thing. First of all, let me shout out real quick Dr. Tim Goeller, who is one of my fraternity brothers, and he's from Cleveland, but he now works at the school. And, he's doing some great things, but he was able to make some connections. Like, Anthony, I can't be there. He said, I'm going to make some phone calls. So he called somebody to get to you today. So I'm so glad he did that. So, but let's take a quick snapshot and let's go look at the campus and hear from some other individuals from the institution to talk about this great institution of Norfolk State University and why everyone is so proud to be Spartans out here.
Behold the green and gold.
Listen,
let's give a shout out to our boys basketball team, please. They made it to the dance. We were so proud. We were celebrating and high-fiving each other virtually. We could not be more proud to see our HBCU in the dance.
Oh, definitely, because listen, it didn't even matter what HBCU it was.
We didn't care. We're all family anyway, right? We're all cousins. All HBCU, we're all cousins some way, somehow.
We at the party, like we just go root them on just because.
Absolutely. Had it been Norfolk, had it been A&T, had it been Howard, we didn't care, but we were excited that it was Norfolk State, so it was a little bit extra special for us, and we were just posting our behold the green and gold all over the place, and that HBCU pride, you just cannot hide.
But let's go check out why everyone is so proud of being behold the green and gold. Let's go check this out.
To my Spartan family, happy Founders Day. I am humbled and thankful that I have the privilege to come before you to bring you Founders Day greetings as the 7th president of this wonderful institution, Norfolk State University. On September 18, 1935, Norfolk State University officially opened its doors. A lot has changed over these 85 years. We've grown from 87 students to over 5,000. We have grown from a small satellite campus of another college to a comprehensive doctoral degree granting university. In 1935, we shared a tiny space at the local YMCA, and look at us now, 136 acres of residential halls, academic buildings, student recreational and athletic facilities. We are a much bigger and a much better school in so many ways. However, one thing has not changed: our mission to transform lives through exemplary teaching, research, and service. Our founders wanted to provide an opportunity for all to receive a quality higher education. They understood the meaning of leadership and wanted to build an institution that would last and improve the quality of life for men and women who had no other alternatives for a higher education. We have learned so much from our founders, and we honor them today by striving towards excellence in all that we do here at Norfolk State University. Over these 85 years, Norfolk State University has been a precious cornerstone in the lives of countless individuals, the more than 35,000 alumni, the current student body, the administrators, faculty, staff, and retirees. I am confident that Norfolk State University will continue to be a place where lives are changed and dreams are realized. As we embark on our next 85 years, I would like to encourage you to make a tax-deductible financial gift to support our Founders Day giving campaign that is now underway. Your gifts help to undergird and sustain the work of this great university. Visit www.nsu.edu/give now to make your mission critical donation of choice. Lastly, I want to end with saying thank you. You have supported our dreams, you have encouraged our students, and yes, invested in our programs and the university as a whole. You have made us who we are today. So let's celebrate this Founders Day, all that we have been, all that we are, and all that we will become together. May God bless you, and behold the green and gold.
Come on, you better behold the green and gold.
Woo, that song still gives me chills. It reminds me of graduation. Every time I hear it, tears form in my eyes.
Oh,
My alma mater.
So we thank Dr. Adams Gatson for sharing that. I was able to pull that video. I know that was a couple months ago, but still 85 years old.
85 years old, and they're still, and although she talked about Founders Day and giving for Founders Day, there's still opportunity to give to the university. There's always need for our HBCU to provide scholarships for our deserving students. We have many students who were like me. I'm a first-generation college grad in my family. Okay. And so, there are students who want an opportunity for higher education and probably can't afford it. And Norfolk State is one of those institutions that will embrace students to come on in, and they could use all the support, monetary support that they can get.
Listen, you just, I don't know, you just own it today. Come on, Doc, you just own it.
And believe it, I was just asked to do this a couple hours ago. So I was filling in for my soror and my fellow alum, Ms. Rawlison, but I'm just so blessed to be here to talk about my alma mater.
Come on. So now listen, part of what we're doing today, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are watching us, if this is your first time watching us, I don't know why it's your first time watching us. We've been doing this. We've been doing the show since May of last year.
I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it will be on all of my social media now.
Every week we are uplifting and we're educating our community about our schools. They talk to some influential alumni about what's happening at their alma mater. So again, and we're also raising money because again, we believe that all HBCU alumni can support all HBCUs. Now again, as much as I love the fact that Norfolk State is here today, but we're doing this fundraiser, and I would love for you all to give, but I don't want just Norfolk alumni to give. I want everybody to give. Everybody has an opportunity to support all HBCUs. So far, I'm going to go back. Last year, we raised a little over $400, and I know we can do better. I know we can. And I just need your help. So Norfolk alums, help me encourage other folks to give. So call who you got to call and say, hey, I done supported your HBCU. Your turn to come back and support mine. See, that's how we gonna do this, right?
And is this link available where I can actually put it on my social media?
It sure is.
All right.
It sure is. So right now we have raised $245. We are at $245 right now.
Oh, blessings.
So again, that's $245 that Norfolk didn't have.
That's right.
We could do better.
That's right. That's right. And every dime counts. That could purchase books for a deserving student. There's so many opportunities. Just you'll be surprised where $245 can go. Now, you remember when we were in college, what $245 meant to us, right? That'll last us a whole year.
Yeah, so definitely, we had a chance to talk to some other alums. Like when we had Central State University on the line a couple weeks ago, they were able to share how they use their dollars to help students with emergency resources if they didn't have technology, if they need to travel to get back home. So again, the money goes straight from you to whoever's watching. Whenever you give, it goes straight from you to the institution. It never touches my hand. It goes straight to the school.
Oh, this is fantastic. I'm actually texting my president now to make sure that she's getting that word out.
So as many alums that can support, or not just Norfolk State alums, but just alumni or HBCU supporters across the city, across the country, across the world. We want to make sure that we are being a blessing and an impact to this institution and UDC this week. So, and again, the campaign goes to 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, the 29th. On Monday.
Okay.
So it goes from week to week. So again, matter of fact, look at it. I think there's somebody's name just popped up on the screen. It's kind of like a telethon. If I refresh the screen right now, let's see. Now we're at 255. Just that quick.
Okay. That's okay. Every line counts, and it's for deserving students. I think it's just amazing. This is amazing. I had no idea what I was walking into today. So, I mean, my goodness, I would have had my pom-poms out and everything else.
You know what, Doc, listen, we still got some time. So when we take a commercial break, I'm not going to look at you because you might have been the cheerleader back in the day or something on the pep squad, or you might have been a part of the band. I don't know. But I'm going to let you know, listen, matter of fact, there's my good friend, Devin White. Devin is actually the president of the National Alumni Association of Clark Atlanta University.
All right.
But he'll pop in and he'll make a donation. So thank you so much, Devin, for your support. And again, and to anybody else who's watching, thank you for supporting Norfolk State. And listen, Doc, I need for you. We're gonna take a quick pause for the calls. And if you got you some pom-poms, if you got something else you want to do, if you want to, I'm gonna give you a break where you can make some phone calls.
Yes, I'm gonna make some phone calls. We just want to find the link.
Let's see. Matter of fact, we're going to put the link in the private chat for you so you can make sure you have it. And so our engineer producer is actually dropping the link in the chat just for you so you can be able to share that onto all your social media. Again, also for my replayers, you can find it, if you're watching it on YouTube or you're watching it on Facebook later, as long as you're watching before the 29th of March, you still got time to give. So thank you. Doc, don't you go nowhere, because after we talk to UDC, we're going to bring you back and we're going to talk to both of you all about some alumni engagement opportunities and activities and any other shout outs you want to have. So I'm going to give you some time so you can make your phone call so we can make that needle move. So now we're at 255.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. We're going to
see if we can check in before the end of the show and see if we can make that needle move to at least 300, maybe 350 before we get off the line tonight. So with that, y'all been watching the HBCU Alumni House Party. We'll be right back with more right after this.
even though there is so much against us.
You will see me choose to protect myself and my community from the coronavirus by wearing a face covering.
Because it's going to take all of us thinking about one another.
And even with my face covered, you will see me.
You will see me as a mother, a wife, a friend.
As an athlete who gave everything to the game I love.
As a father, leading by example.
As a sister.
An entertainer.
As a champion for my people.
You will see me finding a light in a dark time.
To unlock our creativity and push our craft.
You will see me demanding the space to tell the stories that matter.
As a man who knows that tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Join us in wearing a face covering to help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Because covering your face is one small act of kindness that has the power to bring us together.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Hey everyone, let me tell you about exclusively HBCU. They are more than your typical subscription box service. Their mission is to highlight and collaborate with other HBCU alums and entrepreneurs while providing opportunities and scholarships to current and future HBCU scholars. And did I mention they have a really great product line like this, and this, and even this. The company's aim is to bring awareness to HBCU's rich history and showcase why our alma maters are still relevant and essential today. Now, they want to continue their support by donating 10% of each sale to the United Negro College Fund by using the promo code UNCF at checkout. So go check out their website at www.exclusivelyhbcu.com and grab you something nice for yourself or that HBCU student of yours. Better yet, sign up for the quarterly subscription box and use promo code UNCF at the checkout. And by the way, tell them that your Uncle Anthony sent you.
Where to be? We compete, but we're still family. Yeah.
My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? My HBCU better than yours. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna bring her right on. She's no stranger to the show. This is my good friend, Phomika Murphy. She's the Alumni Affairs Director at the University of the District of Columbia. She dropped some serious knowledge last year. I am so glad she's back this year. Y'all show some love. Hey.
Hi.
My HBCU better than yours.
My HBCU better than yours. Hey, how are you?
Oh my gosh, wait, first of all, your shirt is amazing.
Okay.
Your shirt has just literally woke me up. I'm so sorry.
I'm bringing the red and gold tonight.
Right, so we've heard from the green and gold.
The green and gold.
Now we got the red and gold.
Yes, we do.
And shout out to any HBCU again. If it's your week, I will wear your shirt. I was so excited when I got my shirt in the mail. I lost my mind. I wore my shirt to work today. They were like, what school is that? Listen, UDC in DC, Washington, D.C. Today I'm repping them. Today I'm repping them
Thank
all
you
day.
so much. Thank
Today,
you.
I sure am. And my pen. I wrote with my pen all day.
You like the way I described it in your pen?
I felt so empowered when I
Thank
wrote
you.
my
I'm
name
glad.
with my pen. So, folks, what's happening? How are you? How's things in DC?
Everything is going exceptionally well. We are moving along as best we can in this environment, really doing our best to encourage and keep our scholars enrolled. All this week, we've been doing virtual fundraisers. This is our week of giving.
Yes.
At the University of the District of Columbia Foundation. So I'm still in my office, as you can see, because I'm doing this every night. I jumped off of one fundraiser to jump on this one.
To another.
And look, I changed my shirt out because I didn't want to be on the other fundraiser with the sparkling shirt. It was, say, this one is a house party. This is fun. So I can, bling out a little bit. But the other one, I had to be a little bit serious for that one. But
so listen, let me do a mental check-in with you as well. Listen, y'all went through some ups and downs in DC earlier this year. And I was like, listen, y'all can do whatever you want. Don't you touch UDC, and don't you touch Howard.
Right.
Okay, what y'all do? But don't you touch my 2 HBCUs up there. So I'm glad to see that you were okay. I'm hoping all was well. I mean, all is well there.
Everything is well. I mean, I'm a native Washingtonian, and we've never seen anything like that happen. It was unfortunate, but democracy prevailed. Democracy prevailed. And so we're really proud of the work that Capitol Police did, Metropolitan Police. And, we're hoping that Congress will pass HR 51 and make DC a state. When we are a state, we are able to make decisions for ourselves, our budget. Our mayor becomes our governor, and she's able to, she's empowered to do things. She was not able to call in the National Guard that day. We had to wait for the decision to come from Congress, to come from U.S. Army. And with that HR 51 passing, it gives us the rights of a state, our representative to vote. We're 700,000 residents here, and we deserve to be a state. So thank you for asking. But for the most part, that wasn't district residents down there. It was a lot of out-of-towners. We know how to behave ourselves. We are accustomed to watching democracy play out. Even when we don't like the person who's voted in the office, DC residents don't act like that. And it was unfortunate. But again, democracy prevailed.
It did. All right, so now let's talk about UDC. Let's talk about the University of the District of Columbia.
The university.
So again, for those who may be just watching us for the very first time, again, if you haven't already done so, hit that like button, hit that share button. And please, so we can be able to educate other folks about this great institution. Let's talk about, share with the people. Let's give the people what they want. Go on and drop it. I
love talking about my alma mater. The university, the prestigious University of the District of Columbia, is the second oldest HBCU in the nation. It is exclusively urban, the only land-grant university that's exclusively urban. We are the only private institution of higher education in the District of Columbia. We are surrounded by a sea of private educational institutions. We turn our back on no one. Everyone is welcome here at the University of the District of Columbia. And I'm so proud of our long legacy, our history. We celebrate 170 years this year, 170 years. And one of our Board of Trustee members, a couple of folks, we went to our founder's gravesite. We were founded in 1851 by the courageous abolitionist Matilda Minor. And we sojourned to her gravesite to pay our respects. That this woman took on just tremendous responsibility of educating colored girls. Her plan was to educate colored girls, give them the charge to educate their own.
Wow.
She was not supported by the mayor of DC. He thought it was terrible. Her place was firebombed. She was threatened constantly. And she was also in poor health. but I give all honor to God and the incredible leadership of the university. They have kept us going, kept us vital, kept us, alive, this rich legacy that I stand on. My mother is a graduate of Washington Technical Institute, which is one of the legacy institutions of UDC.
Okay.
Through a series of mergers. Again, awesome leadership that got us to where we are today. Because just like every other HBCU, I mean, we started out as normal schools, right? There's so many normal schools that we had, and we're no different. We were minor normal school for colored girls. And that became minor teachers college, which was for educating African Americans. There was Wilson's Teacher College for whites. The two came together to form DC Teachers College. Then we had a more technical institution, Washington Technical Institute, Federal City College. All that came together to form the University of the District of Columbia in 1976. And so we stand proud on that rich legacy. We stand arm in arm as alumni, carrying the torch. Firebirds soar, Firebirds roar.
Now listen, how did you get to UDC?
My mom is a graduate of Washington Technical Institute,
right.
and it really wasn't a big decision for me to make, especially when you go to the private institutions in DC and you look at that tuition. It was hands down the easiest thing for me. I graduated UDC in 2005, debt-free. There's not a lot of people who can say that. I walked across that stage not owing a dime. And I'm so very grateful. I'm a United States Army vet, so I used my GI Bill, but I still needed help. And the leadership here at the university, I mean, they had my back. They just supplied me with scholarships, internships, so many opportunities, professional development. And I tell you, what we're doing tonight, please know that your donation, no donation is too small. No donation is too small, because the professional travel that they extended to me, it was donations from awesome supporters, friends, family, alumni of the University of the District of Columbia. I know it probably doesn't sound like a whole lot, but someone stepped in one year and paid for all of my classes and my books. Okay.
Come on, donor. Come on, donor. It happens.
Please know.
Let's talk real quick. So, because you are now an alum, but because you also work at the school as the director of alumni affairs, how has it been throughout the year, just with working with the students, in this pandemic? How has it been?
Our students are bold, they're beautiful, they're courageous, and they just keep pushing. I really love engaging them. I love hearing their stories. They have done the hard work of keeping their nose to the grind. And we're having our graduation in May. I'm so happy and proud for them. It has not been easy, but we have engaged them throughout this entire pandemic. We've also been convening so many virtual events. The students do, I want to say it's every Friday, they do like a dance party on Instagram. And
I want to come. Listen to me, I want to come.
I know, right? I'm like, can I come? Am I allowed to come as alumni? But they check in with one another. Different colleges and schools, they're doing health and wellness virtual events. So we're good. And I'm really proud to say that. It's been difficult for some of our students not getting support in their home and in their communities. And so we're really trying to build a bridge to let folks know, hey, we're going to come out of this. And when we do, we still have to, remain a family.
We do.
But we're really doing well. We're looking forward to, and the one thing that I'm so proud about the university, one of our campuses, because we have a campus. So the District of Columbia is comprised of 8 political wards, and we have campuses in 3 wards. In one of our schools, the Ward 5 location, that serves as a COVID-19 testing site. So the university has stepped up to be to provide services and to help in this pandemic as best we can. I'm so proud of that the city knows they can always turn to the university to help in tight situations. So we're doing our part. We're stepping up. The students are doing great. I'm doing wonderful. Alumni are doing wonderful. This virtual space it's been a blessing. We didn't stop. We just pivoted. And made it work.
So we want to share with our viewing audience, again, if you've never been to the campus of UDC, we got some video we want to show you so we can be able to show you all this greatness. You can hear from some of the students, some of the staff, see this great institution of higher learning, learn more about it. We've been dropping the links to both the websites, their alumni, to the donation campaigns. Again, take this good, useful information. Again, share this with somebody else, because again, there may be a student who may be HBCU bound, and this could be the school with their name on it. So let's go check out the campus and look at this beautiful institution of the University of the District of Columbia.
I never dreamed this career was possible. I absolutely love what I do.
The professors were there to make me successful.
I had 2 promotions and graduated debt-free.
I didn't know it was possible to secure a fellowship at an Ivy League school, but UDC helped me achieve that.
I wouldn't even be where I am if it wouldn't have been for UDC. The university and its professor opened me up to something that just changed my life tremendously.
UDC helped me find my possible.
Find your possible. Visit udc.edu/possible to learn more.
I came to UDC because I knew that I could get a really good education, but I wouldn't be in debt for the next 40 years of my life.
You have professors that stay late to help you, and they really encourage you to get out there.
Affordability is why I came here, but it turns out that what I'm getting is way more than what I'm putting in.
I fell in love with UDC because the people here are awesome. We have MIT and Harvard trained professors here. One of my teachers actually worked at Columbia University's counseling center. So the teachers here are the same caliber that you're getting everywhere else.
I do enjoy the quality of the academics here offered at UDC because of the interpersonal relationships that you get to build amongst your peers, the faculty and the staff.
The business school is just not offering classes. They offer you a plan for your future. Today, I am a student at UDC and the CEO of my own company.
This is not your typical HBCU. We have a lot of different populations and international students and students such as me.
We all have one thing in common, is our persistence. I found that UDC is offering me the right things that I needed to become successful.
Without the public university for the district, the notion of an equitable community that is a model for the nation is really going to be difficult to achieve for this reason. You cannot walk the pathway to the middle class and achieve that goal unless you have a bachelor's degree. And that degree has to be affordable, accessible, and attainable. And it has to be a public institution of higher learning. And there's only one public institution of higher learning in the district, and that is the University of the District of Columbia.
I call on UDC, the business community, and the leaders on this stage to affirm a path to UDC's ascendance as a first choice 2-year and 4-year institution for DC's best and brightest.
Come on, best and brightest. Come on.
Absolutely. That was our president, Ronald Mason Jr., who, through his awesome leadership, has crafted this equity imperative, this strategic plan. That's really our roadmap, our guiding post for all that we do here at the university. It ensures that district residents who want to achieve greatness, and as you heard in the video, not break the bank. I cannot tell you how important that is, that we are the institution in the District of Columbia. We breathe equity. We honestly believe that if you want to obtain greatness, you want to move forward, you want to move up, you want to change your trajectory, it doesn't have to cost you tens and thousands of dollars.
Listen,
I tell you,
You all are providing pathways to possible, as I read my shirt. Pathways to possible. I'm here for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what we're all about. We're all about. We're a public institution, so we can't turn anyone away. We don't have that privilege. So from the person who is starting out, just trying to acquire a GED to your PhD, we are here for you. We are here for you.
Awesome. Now listen, as you know, as you said earlier, this is your fundraising week. You've been on different platforms all throughout the week. You know, you all are raising money in every avenue possible. And so this is just another place that we're going to be able to engage other alums, hopefully, in addition to UDC alums, to support what you're doing this week. So let's share with everybody again why we should be supporting UDC tonight and until Monday.
Please, your support means so much to our students, to our faculty. What you give tonight, it helps us to keep our students encouraged and keep them enrolled. The need is great. We have received so many phone calls from students who have requests outside of books and tuition. It is food, it's cell phone, it's rent. It is tremendous what our students need at this very moment. And we're asking you for your support. No donation is too small. Collectively, if we all pitch in $5, $10, $25, $50, we can make an impact on the lives of students. I've donated my $100. I tell you, I think I want to disconnect that credit card from Facebook. I'm like, because I'm really stepping up to not only help my alma mater, but to help as many as I can in HBCU Alumni Cares. But for tonight, for right now, your help, it keeps our students focused, it keeps them engaged, it keeps them enrolled, it keeps them encouraged. I cannot tell you what it feels like to have someone call your office, ask for help, and we can help them. And what you're doing tonight, I'm telling you, it matters. It matters to Firebird Nation. And I thank those who have already donated.
So we are already
you can chip in, whatever you can chip in.
Already at $280.
Yes, sir.
$280 so far. And I want to just do a refresh on the screen just to make sure.
I saw something coming in.
Oh, wait. What am I hitting the wrong? I'm hitting the wrong button. Okay, yeah, we're at 280. So again, ladies and gentlemen, you have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until Monday, the 29th of March to still make a donation to UDC and to Norfolk State. Whatever you give is appreciated. 5, 10, 20. You know, you can swipe. Look, I had somebody actually swipe their credit card for $1,000. It can happen. So you have not because you ask now. So don't think you can't have it.
Please swipe for $1,000. Put the ask out there. The second oldest HBCU in the nation. Please, your help really means a great deal to us.
Listen, I know Fo's not going to. She's not going to turn it down again, so we can be able to support our students to getting to and getting through. Because so often, you know what it was like. Some of you all remember when it was like when we were that senior in school, and you know, you got that last little piece of a balance, and you trying to figure out how it's gonna get paid, and you calling mom and them, and you calling you the financial aid office, you being real nice, you the financial aid people, you know, like I know it's got to be some level of.
Look, you're talking about the tuition part. I remember having to do a paper, and my little printer at home ran out of ink, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? I did not have the $50 for." I'm like, "Why is ink so expensive?" So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to wait till everybody leave work and print out this paper because it's gonna get printed out some kind of way. Listen to me. We try to provide those opportunities here at Firebird Nation for students. We don't want anyone stressed out about, you know, paying tuition, paying for a book, getting a paper printed. We try to provide them with professional opportunities, professional development. When they go off to these professional conferences that we send them to, guess what? We have to buy those professional suits as well. Like how many 18, 19, 20-year-olds do you know have a professional suit, have professional attire? Now, if you're trying to go to the club, well, we got that. As soon as you say, And that's real for us. We have to create a closet. I don't think there's any HBCU out here that doesn't have a closet. We had to do that.
Oh yeah.
You know? So I mean, your donation, it goes so far here. And again, I appreciate you. I really do.
So I want to thank the good brother Devin White again from Clark, Atlanta, for making his investment in the UDC. So again, we are steadily making it happen. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just taking a quick snap. We're at 290. So just like I was with Norfolk a little earlier, let's see if we can get both of these schools to at least 350 before we end this call this evening. I know you can help me do it. I know you can help me do it. Now, I'm going to take another pause for the cause, and we're going to bring back Dr. Chase, and we're going to talk to both of these ladies, let them give some final thoughts about their alma mater, talk about alumni engagement, and if we got time. Sometimes we got a new feature. I don't know whether we started doing since the last time you were here. And let's see if we got a little time. We might play a quick game real quick. But we'll find about that and a little bit more right after this. You are watching the HBC Alumni House Party. I'm Anthony Brown. So glad you're with us today. Continue to hit that like button, hit that share button, and right back right after this.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Are you interested in attending an historically black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
America, land of the free. It's at the core of who we are. Freedom. The freedom to live without fear, to drive through all 50 states, to sleep safely in our own beds, the freedom to jog where we please, to watch birds in the park, to wear a hoodie, the freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because no matter your religion, gender, disability, age, race, all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
HBCU better than yours. Hey, where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? HBCU better than yours. You can from this way.
Welcome back to the HBCU Alumni House Party. I'm your host, Anthony Brown. So glad that we are here today. Listen, I want to bring back these two beautiful guests for the evening, all the way from New York, representing her alma mater. Behold, the green and the gold. Y'all show some love for Dr. Chase. Welcome back.
Behold.
You better behold that. And also from the District of Columbia, from our capital of the United States, y'all show some love for Phomika Murphy. All right. I'm so happy to have y'all here today. All right.
Good to be here.
Woo. All right, so I'm gonna sit in between both of y'all. Listen, I'm gonna sit in between both of y'all. All right, so listen, y'all been making some phone calls. Y'all been making some phone calls. Y'all been sending out some text messages. And I know we're not done yet. I know we're not done, but I'm not gonna give it away just yet. I'm not gonna give it away just yet.
I'm on Firebirds.
Just like I said, come on, Spartan Nation. You know how we do.
Because y'all are both doing it. Y'all both putting it out there. All right, so before we go and check out the totals again, let's talk again a little bit more about the importance of alumni engagement. Again, this whole idea of both of you all being graduates of your alma mater, but also just talking to our alumni in general across the country, no matter whether they went to Norfolk or to UDC or any other HBCU. Let's just talk just a moment about why you believe alumni should be involved in giving back, not just their time, but their talent and their treasures and the resources. You know, Dr. Chase, what you got?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I'm a lifetime member of my alumni. We just celebrated and inducted 90 somewhat members to the alumni. It's just important that, as I indicated earlier, as we are climbing that ladder, that we reach down and pull others up with us. It's important that the alumni stays active. We keep the alma mater moving forward, that we are ambassadors to our schools, and that we also remember to donate as needed and whenever we can and how much we can. It's our gift to the school for giving us the gift of a everlasting education that we all received. And so alumni is extremely important. And it's also important for network purposes too. We are family at the end of the day. And as family, we get together, we find creative ways to raise money for the schools. Our alumni, the New York Metro alumni led by Kanya Giddens, done a wonderful job at doing creative things to donate to our school and identify different fundraiser activities.
Awesome. And what about Phomika? What you got?
I was wondering, how's he going to work that neck thing?
Yeah, you know I can just turn my head and just look at it.
So the awesome thing about being an alumni at the University of the District of Columbia and being from DC, we are the feeder school for public schools in DC. So our tentacles are all over this city. We have so many connections, and these connections build this firm foundation. Alumni are extremely important because they mentor, they give, they provide job opportunities, paid internships, job shadowing, and being in the District of Columbia, our alumni testify before our local government and Congress. I cannot tell you how empowering that is to be able to have access to these legislators. Even though they're holding us back right now from being a state, we will be a state, but we have that access where it's nothing for me to hop on the train, get in my car, and approach our elected officials and tell them all the wonderful things that we're doing. When it comes time for bills to be passed, it's UDC at the forefront and at the table, communicating with our legislative body what's needed, not just for land-grant universities and HBCUs, but what's needed for students who come from varied backgrounds and communities and what they need. So our alumni are amazing in that regard, that they can serve in a myriad of capacities in so many roles, proudly take on so many responsibilities, because a lot of times these alumni functions, they're volunteer. This is volunteer service. I'm the only one getting paid, right? I'm the only one as the director. Can you imagine? It's like, yes, I'm an alumni. I'm a lifetime member. I'm doing all this work. And I believe I'm the only alumni getting paid to do this. And I love it. I think I would do it. I would do it for free. It's amazing to see the results of our work and the results of our action on behalf of Firebird scholars.
Certainly, it is a labor of love because I don't get paid either. I wish I would love it. It'd be nice. It would be nice, but I don't get paid. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Listen, so before we get up out of here, real quick, we I think we got time for maybe at least 2 quick questions. Sometimes, if we have time, we play a game called HBCU This or That.
Okay.
Okay.
And I did bad the last time, so I have to redeem myself. I didn't do too well.
So now, Dr. Chase, this is how so how we do this is, what I will do is I will throw up a category on the screen, and I'll let our viewers choose first. So our viewers have to guess what you're going to say. So hopefully you got some of your classmates.
Oh, okay.
See, then so that's how you get the point. So you get the point by you matching what your classmates say, or hopefully some alumni from your school. So how we play this or that. So I got some viewers who are watching us right now. You all have to guess. So we're going to start with Dr. Chase first. And for her, do you think she is going to go with, where did the parties go down at? Did it shake on campus or off campus at Norfolk when she was a school? Now, don't you answer yet. I go to my chat first. So we're going to go to the chat and see what people have to say in the chat. So we got some people watching. And let's see, we're going to go to the chat.
I hope some Norfolk State folk are watching. Because we all know that answer.
See? Now, somebody said 7.5.
Somebody said around the 757. When I was in school, it was the 804. And
so somebody else said off campus. I got another off campus. So we're going to see. Got anybody else who want to try? Somebody else said off campus.
These Norfolk State folk.
No, these just, I remember that was a Howard, that was a Wilberforce, that was a Atlanta. So what was it, Dr. Chase? Was it on campus or off campus?
It was the sweat box on campus.
What?
Now you have to remember, I'm a professional now. We can't go too far. Okay. I don't know who's watching.
Yeah, schools. Wait,
right. I work in the school district. And so
you gotta let her students know that she stayed on campus and she followed the guidelines and the expectations.
Exactly. She didn't party at college.
So, but real quick, it was for those who did party at Norfolk, what was the sweat box?
Ooh. The sweat box was in the student union.
We need to know more.
We need to know what was in the student union. It was our own little party center, USA, if you will, party center NSU. And that's where we commingled and had a great time. And that's where, we just met up as a group and we just showed out like Spartan Nation does.
Awesome sauce.
Was that on or off campus?
On
campus.
Yeah, that was on
Norfolk State is a big, and it's even more beautiful today. It's a really nice sized campus, and we had that opportunity there. So everybody knows about the sweat box.
All right, folks, here you go. It's your turn. Let's see. Let's go here. I'm gonna put you in the spotlight.
Okay.
Let's see. We're gonna go with, ladies and gentlemen in the chat. Let me know. Do you think that? Where do you think Phomika wouldn't have a good meal at? Do you think she went to the dining hall or did she went to the corner spot? Did she go to Ben's Chili Bowl or some other spot in D.C.? Or did she eat on campus? Let's go to the chat real quick. And what do you think she may have been? They said, someone said the chili, somebody said the corner spot. Whatever the corner spot may have been.
Right.
Somebody said DC has their best spot. Matter of fact, this young lady who's talking right here, she went to Howard University, so she probably know about the same. She probably know about some of them spots.
Yes.
Let's see if anybody else want to chime in. Anybody else who's watching us right now want to chime in? What do you think? Here's my good friend Chris.
They are hitting it on the head.
Albany, Chris from Albany, he said the spot. Monique from Wilberforce said the spot. Devin said the corner spot. So what was it? Phomika, what was it?
It was the corner spot. Corner spot. I didn't know anything about a dining hall because I really didn't have a lot of people talking about it. And so for me, being a commuter student, by the time I got off work and made my way up here, that thing was closed. So whatever I can find around campus or whatever I was able to get downtown before making my way up here, that it was off campus for me. Like, can I just piggyback on that previous question?
Okay.
The students do a Turn Thursday on campus that has become very popular, where now you have to show your ID because we have other students from other colleges trying to come to Turn Thursday. I learned about this because I have a niece who attends UDC as well. And she's like, oh, Turn Thursday, I need to come to your office and get changed. I'm like, what is this? So we don't call it the sweat box, but it's Turn. Everybody knows what Turn is.
Absolutely. I know what Turn is.
Thursdays,
I know what Turn is, and I'm not there. So
come on Thursdays. Y'all better be turned on a Thursday.
Turn all the way up.
I love it. Even in the social distancing of it all, we still turn. You ain't gonna stop us. You're not gonna stop us. No. Corona, you thought you had it, but we gonna still put our mask on. We gonna still put on our mask.
That's right.
And we gonna be turned. All right, so I got one more now. Now this is for the money, y'all. This is for the money because sometimes I'll get somebody who's watching us right now that will give an extra donation if they think they can guess on which person can sing their alma mater.
Oh. Can I call Selvin real quick?
Woo! I
want to call Selvin.
S-U. I love it. I love it. I love it. N-S-U. No, that's not the alma mater.
No, we all want the fight song.
I was about to say that's a rocking song right there. I'm like,
we love the fight songs. Right. We don't want the chant. I got some people in the chat that said they'll put it. Listen, last week we had someone said I got an extra 5 on Dr. Chase.
Right.
Sing that alma mater right now.
Okay.
Somebody else said I'm betting on Dr. Chase for additional donation if she can sing the alma mater right now. She said, "Hold on."
I Google it. Hold on.
Okay, look, I'm not going to sing it, but I will recite it. A path that's paved in red and gold, leading to the dream that life holds, inspiring every growing mind to conquer mountains hard to climb. We praise our UDC. Your precepts we believe. Always our hearts will sing to thee, our glorious UDC.
Very nice.
Thank you. She have been reciting poetry.
Reciting poetry. Now I can play the song for you on YouTube and I can sing along with it. I'll be happy to.
Someone said, matter of fact, someone said, hit the Google, Dr. Chase. Whoever said, Clinton Mike said, hit the Google.
Too many parties in the sweat box is right. I can tell you every song that was played in the sweat box.
Well, let's see. Someone said, let the Lord use you. You know, you can make it happen. So listen, I'm not even going to hold you. I appreciate it. Somebody, let's see if that got a few more dollars. Again,
all right. Thank you, Miss Hill.
So listen, we are now at, well, I'm going to show the total one more time, but I'm going to give you both a chance one more time to say anything else about your alma mater and to encourage our listeners and our viewers, anything else they want, you know, to encourage people to give to and support your institution. Well, Fo, go ahead. You there, so let you go first.
Thank you so much again, Mr. Brown, for an incredible evening. This is our second year doing this. And if you're doing it next year, I'm with you. I'm here to tell you. You'll get another shirt if that's any incentive. But like I said earlier, the prestigious University of the District of Columbia is the second oldest HBCU in the nation. It's through innovative leadership, dedicated leadership. And I tell you, when you have someone such as Mayor for Life, Marion Barry, who champions you, That was one of my mentors growing up. He is so missed. You know, we are still here. It is so important that we give back to our HBCUs. We don't want to see another HBCU shutter its doors. When it comes to educating African Americans, minorities, no one can do it like an HBCU. No one can bring the conversations from our communities. We are charged with preserving our history. That's a part of our mandate as alumni here at UDC, and we do it proudly. So please, if you are able to give, it will be appreciated. No donation is too small. Now I'm going to place on Facebook, we're doing an event tomorrow at 6 o'clock where we're going to talk about what it means to be a land grant. You have HBCUs that are land grants. These are institutions that were created in Congress that were formed to feed the nation. UDC has a 145-acre farm where we are growing, we're harvesting so much fresh produce that we take to underserved communities. It is no joke. It is no joke. I'm talking upwards 20,000 pounds of fresh produce that we have delivered since March 2020 to some underserved neighborhoods through church partnerships. We all know the important role of churches in our community. And UDC has once again partnered with churches and nonprofits to deliver fresh produce to communities. So I'm hoping that you can tune in tomorrow, learn about what it means to be a land grant, learn about urban agriculture. We've got to get back to growing our food. And guess what? We're doing that here at UDC, using all type of innovative technologies. We're not just in soil. We're using technologies to get things done. So thank you again, Mr. Brown. Definitely, I'm turned up. I'm going to continue to post and get my friends and my alumni fiber family to support what you're doing and to support all of these HBCUs that you're fundraising for.
Awesome. So Dr. Chase, what you got?
I just want to thank you for inviting Norfolk State University to this amazing fundraising opportunity. Again, I had no idea what I was walking into when I was invited a couple of hours ago, but let me just tell you this much. I am so blessed to be here. In fact, this has been the highlight of my day because I get to advocate and serve as an ambassador for my alumni. That's what we're supposed to do, and that's why I became a lifelong member. There are students at Norfolk State, there are students who desire to go to Norfolk State who are so deserving of a college education, and some just can't afford it. Norfolk State University is one of those schools that's constantly reinventing itself with its forensic science, with its boys basketball team, its girls teams, some of the STEM programs that they're now offering students. I am just so proud of my alumni. Our doctoral program, we have 3 doctoral degrees in which we offer. Students will have the opportunity to give back to their community if we give to Norfolk State University and help those students fulfill their dream. You know, it's always sad to hear students having to drop out of school. I remember when I was in college watching children, watching my fellow classmates in line in the bursar's office, their scholarships not being fulfilled or having to leave because their parents just couldn't afford it. That's disheartening. We don't want that to happen to yet another student. So please, if you have $5, $10, $15, $500, give to Norfolk State University. You'll be changing the life of a young person who deserves an opportunity to make his or her mark in this world. Norfolk State University has inspired me and has helped me and shaped me to become the woman that I am today, leading a school district. And I'd encourage my students to consider HBCUs as well. I am very proud of the work that's happening at UDC. I learned a lot about UDC. I wish you all the very best. And I have to say, Anthony, you have something fantastic going on. I did not know about it, but you better believe I will be promoting this. And if you have this next year, not only will Norfolk State be better prepared, we are going to turn this out.
Yes, come
turn
on,
it out, turn it up, turn it on, turn it every which way. We ready.
Listen, I love it.
We ready.
I want to share with both of you all that we've been hitting that. Y'all been texting, you've been sharing, we've been communicating. We are now at $325. We're tied. Not competition, but we are at $325 for both.
That's great.
We had $325 for both schools tonight.
That's
So
amazing.
thank you to both schools so far, everyone who's given. But again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us right now, you have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday evening, the 29th of March, to still give. So you can still share the link. You don't even have to be part of Facebook. You can give anonymously if you want to give anonymously. That's okay, because everything we raise goes straight to the institution to support their institution, to support students. It goes straight to their foundation for scholarships and for resources, for emergency funds, to help students get to and through. That's what it's all about. I believe, again, like I always say, I believe that all HBCU alumni can support all HBCU. Why? Because we are stronger together when we are standing united. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we're still family. That's it.
Right.
Bottom line, we're family. So listen, and Dr. Chase, I want to hope now I got your email. I want to make sure I reach back out to you, because I want to circle back around to let you all know again, especially for your seniors in your school district, about the Common Black College application. Again, that's one application. It goes to 60 HBCUs for $20.
That's right.
So we got to make sure that your scholars know about that. They can just be able to, they can save some of their waivers, or if they got some donations. We even got alumni who want to help. They want to pay it forward and pay for some students' access, because college access sometimes is a barrier for some students.
That's correct.
So if we can at least get that out the way for some of our seniors, then that's another step, because we got another event coming up in May called HBCU Bound, where we're going to celebrate students going to HBCUs across the country.
You have my email. I have a feeling that you and I are going to be working really closely together.
I got you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, before, you know how we always do before we get up out of here, you know I got to always leave you with an inspiring word, an encouraging word. Inspire me for the week. Now, every week we've been leaving you, every Wednesday we leave you with this inspiring word for the week. Today's inspiring word is no less inspiring. It's in 60 seconds. And today is actually a homework assignment for you all to do something tonight before you lay it down and you shut it down for the day. So check out this Inspire Me for today.
Hey everyone, here's another Inspire Me moment in 60 seconds. And today's thought is a homework assignment. This evening, try preparing something nice for yourself. Tomorrow, this could be packing your lunch, setting out clothes to wear, or writing yourself a note. Something that I learned in theater is that anything that can happen. However, prior preparation prepares a poor performance of the person putting on a presentation. Even if you need to change, you got something to change from. Now go set yourself up for tomorrow's success today. And that's all I got for you today. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this message and go out and make today absolutely amazing. And thank you to the University of District of Columbia for the shirt. As always, thank you for doing all the social media things such as like, comment, follow, subscribe, and share this message on all your media platforms. Even more, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video or an upload.
You probably had no idea.
Can I bring a DJ next year? See, Dr. Chase got me thinking. It's like, okay, hold up. What am I going to do next year? Hold up.
Yes, you can bring a DJ. Yes, you can bring a DJ.
I'm not going to even reveal what we're going to do with NSU. We're just going to turn this out. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Hey, real quick before we go, I do want to say, Dr. Chase, someone said Kelvin Bailey, I guess it's somebody else that went to Norfolk State. He said, on and off campus at NSU, the Sweatbox was a classic, but it was only on Wednesday nights. The Gym Jam was on Friday nights on campus.
The Gym Jam, that's right.
However, every other night, the parties were off campus, i.e. the Big Apple, the
Outback. All the dirty rat joint. Oh my God.
Club. Oh, look at here.
I can't reveal that because I got folk on here watching, so I got to be careful what I say. I kept it clean.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for coming on, watching the show today. Again, to all of my replayers, all my tardy to the party folks, don't forget to check out the links in the description so you can give to all my podcast listeners. Thank you so very much. Again, as always, we always say my HBCU is better than yours, but it doesn't even matter because at the end of the day, we are all still family. Until next week, y'all, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you will always be amongst the stars.
HBCU, stand up. Like Jefferson. Hey, go. My HBCU better than yours. C-I-double-A or the C-I. HBCU is where the beat we compete, but we're family. They're from the swag, from the me and C-I-double-A or the C-I. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. Hey, my HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from?